and you watching No Filter West. Today we got some sad news, y'all. We also got a food review. Got a chicken sandwich that I made myself. Barbecue sauce. Got the thing dipped, sauteed, you feel me, with a little bit of ranch on it. I want to try a little hint of mayo on one of them too, you feel me? So I did that. So we got that. Gotta have the water, baby. Shout out to y'all, man. Reggie Carroll, comedian, dead at 52. Tragic, man. Shout out to everybody. If you ain't been here before, here on No Filter West, we like to keep it real. So you gotta have tough skin. We liable to say anything. But this live is mostly for my boy Reggie Carroll. R.I.P. to you, Reggie Carroll. Gone too soon, man. That shouldn't have happened. Now, without putting too much stuff out there that I don't know about, we're gonna talk about what we do know. Now, as I was saying, Reggie Carroll is 52 years old. He was 52 on tour with Cat Williams. Now, supposedly, the word is he was unalive in front of Cat Williams' house by Cat Williams' bodyguard. Okay? I don't know how true that is, but that's the word. Now the next question is, what really went down outside of Cat Williams' house? Right? Now, it's gonna be horrible if this dude get the scream of self-defense, because he is a bodyguard with credentials. So this can go any way. Hey, what's happening? How you doing? How you doing? Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. This live is for Mr. Reggie Carroll, the comedian who was unalived in front of Cat Williams' house. And he was not on tour. They was not on tour, y'all. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe. Always dropping gems for the people. Always giving out cash prizes. You don't want to miss that. All right? What's up, Miss Eva? How you doing? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. But like I say, man, the bodyguard was supposedly the one who had unalived Cat Williams, all right? In front of Cat Williams' house, okay? Now, the thing is, what transpired? I appreciate you, Miss Eva. I appreciate your sub. I really do. Oh, buddy said he's Japanese. You Japanese, huh? Okay. I don't know the words to say, but shout out to you. But like I was saying, man, Mr. Reggie Carroll, okay, I didn't hear about him until he was unalive. That's the crazy thing, you know what I mean? I never heard anything about Mr. Reggie Carroll until he was unalive, you know? Now, maybe this is a hate thing, you know? It can be a hate thing that they had going on. We don't know what happened. We outside looking in. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't understand when people start putting these false narratives and stuff out there. If you don't know the actual story on what happened, it's like, you know, don't start stuff. You can get people messed up. You know, people watch the cops and stuff. They watch these videos. They put this stuff together. You see what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, and you don't want nobody that's innocent to be sent to jail. You know, besides the person who need to go. R.I.P. to that man Reggie Carroll, man. Gone too soon. And I started looking his videos up like we all do when we hear about people we don't know about, right? That's unalive. I went and looked at his videos, man. Buddy's funny. I mean, he was an exceptional comic. He really was. He was an exceptional comic. If you're just now tuning in, this show is called No Filter West, where we keep it real. We have good conversations. This one is a food review. I got a little sauteed chicken on that thing with the ranch. Yeah, buddy. Y'all can cook too. Favorite song, Miss Evil? That's a good question, Miss Evil. I would have to say my favorite song would be Numb. Numb by Linkin Park. That's my favorite song. What's your favorite song, Miss Evil? Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to all y'all, okay? I love each and every last one of y'all. You came in here to sub. I appreciate you. Reggie Carroll. This is for Reggie Carroll. All right, we want to make sure, we want to clarify that, okay? We want to clarify that this is for Reggie Carroll. This live ain't for nothing else, okay? I may mention this, I may mention that, but this is for Reggie Carroll, y'all. So if I can get some RIPs, Reggie Carroll, in the comments, I really appreciate y'all. I really appreciate y'all. RIP to Reggie Carroll. Comedian, exceptional comedian. Gone too fast. Gone too fast, man. He was 40 years old. You know, don't get me wrong, but you know, it ain't easy out there in the comic world. It ain't easy in the entertainment world, period. You know? But shout out to him. I appreciate you. What's up, Tim? Tim Webb, how you doing, bro? How you say that name? With the X. Exawity. Exawity X. Shout out to y'all. But RIP to Reggie Carroll, man. You know, like they say he was in front of Cat Williams' house and unalived by the bodyguard of Cat Williams. Something ain't right. If you ask me, something ain't right. You did? Oh my goodness. But like I was saying, man, you know, gone too soon, man. You know, stuff like that should never happen. We don't know what happened, you know. He could have been the aggressor. He could have been. While we sitting here having this conversation about him and all that, he could have been the aggressor, you know. We don't know. But that don't get no right, you know. We give nobody the right to unalive him. You did. We got to put the guns down, man. We can settle stuff. Do I like sports? Yeah, I like sports, bro. Yeah. I used to play football. Arsenal Tech High School. The Titans. Number 32. That was me. Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. All the RIPs. I appreciate that. It's like people want to just turn to violence all the time, you know? That's the first thing they think about. Going to a gun. They forget that it's fist on their wrist. That man could have went home to his family. You did? Which NFL team I like? I like the Colts, bro. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and hold you up, Mr. Tim. It's a couple teams I like. I like the Patriots. I like the Colts because that's the city I'm from. You did? But they haven't really been so good lately, you know, so it's a couple teams, man. I like the Steelers, Pittsburgh. Great team, dominant team. What about you, man? What you like? What you like, Mr. Webb? What's your favorite team? But yeah, man, you know it. We got to put these guns down, man. It's like, it's so much other things that we can do. We can have a rat race. We can have a celery eating contest. We can run, race, you know, fight like men if y'all just got to be physical. You feel me? But man, all they killing, man, for no reason. Now I understand if you're trying to protect yourself. You got the right to bear arms. Everybody do. Unless you're a felon. I think now they're even changing that. They're changing it now to where fellas can get their guns back. Who knew, right? Who knew? Another thing I don't understand, y'all know they had another comedian. He's surfing the internet right now. I guess he was on tour. He was on tour with Cat Williams and the bodyguard and Mr. Reggie Carroll. He's saying that he knows, he don't understand why Cat Williams is so quiet about this, because Cat Williams knows everything that would happen because it would happen in front of his house on his curb. You dig? But when the story first came out, they was telling us that it happened on tour. You feel me? Not at his home. Okay? So now it's like, you know, what's going on? You know what I mean? Y'all excuse the dog in the background. But it's like what really happened, you know? And it may come out later and then it might not ever come out, you know? That's the tricky part about this. Especially when you're in this entertainment world, you know? And you got stars involved, powerful people. It ain't gonna come out right. You know what I mean? It just ain't gonna come out right. Now, when it comes to justice for this man, I'm pretty sure he got family. I'm pretty sure he got loved ones. I'm pretty sure he had people who cared about him. Like that comedian who's spreading the word about Cat Williams. Now, like I say again, this ain't to bash nobody. This ain't to bash Cat Williams. This ain't to bash the aggressor. Nobody. All right? But we do want to know what happened. We the people got the right to know what happened. Right? Another black man gone too soon. Like I said, he wasn't that young. He was 40 years old. But still. 52, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. He was 52. 52 years old. See, they're throwing a lot of false stuff out here because I read he was 40. I read somewhere that he was 40 years old. Then I went and had to find out for sure the real info about his name, his full name, his age, the city, which was Mississippi. The state was Mississippi. That's where all this went down at. In Mississippi. So maybe they was on tour. They could have been on tour. They could have been at one of Cat Williams' homes. And think about that. I believe that. It looked real bad, Mr. Williams. Your bodyguard doing that. And if y'all see this mug shot, I almost started to put his mug shot up on the thumbnail. But I wanted to make sure I made this video strictly for Mr. Carroll. But y'all should see his bodyguard. He don't look like no bodyguard. I mean, they don't have a look. But when I say he looked like the homeboy Pookie from down the street, all right, he don't look like he got their credential to be a bodyguard. Now, that will determine which way this case goes. His credentials. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. We got to get this out there. I surely appreciate it. I really do. If you didn't catch my last video about Hurricane Erin, make sure you go see that. Well, it's just crazy, man. You know, something fishy. Something ain't adding up. Mm-mm. Something ain't adding up. Now, when it comes to Mr. Williams, I understand why he's quiet. He's a mega star. First of all, his management team probably requested for him to stay quiet. If they're smart. I don't think Mr. Williams is being quiet on his own. They never do things on their own. This is what y'all gotta remember. They don't do things on their own most of the time. Alright? They have what you call handlers, management team, record labels. They be under companies. Okay? So certain moves they can't make. Certain things they can't say on the internet. When you're a star of that status. I understand. What's it gonna fix anyway? You know? What are you gonna say to make things better? All he can say is I ain't had nothing to do with it. Clear his name, right? Because I tell you, it looks bad right now. And we're gonna see. We're gonna see how it all unfolds. But it definitely looks bad right now. Looks bad for Mr. Williams. Even worse for Mr. Carroll. Once again, RIP to Reggie Carroll. Exceptional comedian. Y'all got to go check his videos out. If you ain't never seen him or heard of him, I strongly suggest you go check his videos out. He had me rolling. He told one joke, right? He told one joke I just seen not too long ago about being 40 in the club. That's where I got that from, y'all. That's where I got that from. He told a joke about being 40 in the club. He said, why they lie to me saying that 40 is the new 20? He said he went in there with his 23-year-old son. And the DJ asked him if he wanted a request. If he got a request for music. He said, yeah, turn it down some. Iconic joke, man. Iconic joke. Really? But yeah, man, you know, it's always the good ones, man. Always the good one. If you dropped in here to come see me, to like my video, to sub, I truly appreciate you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with your boy on the No Filter West show. Because you know we got that tea, baby. And you know we're going to keep it 100, even if it put people in their feelings. I appreciate y'all, man, for coming on here rocking with me. But if you ain't seen that boy Reggie Carroll video, make sure you go check him out, man. He's funny, for sure. He's definitely funny. Had me out my seat. I hope they get justice and find out what happened. Hopefully Buddy's not just a fall guy. We want the truth. Right? No more of that fall guy shit. We want the truth. What's up, y'all? What's up? My bad. I had to read these comments. Buddy said something. His name in Japanese. I can't even read it. I appreciate it though. I'm glad I got Japanese followers. That's what I'm talking about. Well, shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all coming on here to kick it with me at the No Filter West show. We always popping in, so make sure you hit that sub and all. Tap the bell too, cause you don't want to miss my next videos. Ooh, that was horrible. I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse me. Ooh, that was horrible. And then it jumped out my mouth. That was so rude of me. I'm so sorry. I tried to catch it, and then it just. I'm human, y'all. I'm human just like you. All right. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for coming to kick with me on No Filter West, man. Forget about it.